It's a beautiful morning in Duck Creek Campground. So we're going to go for a short hike to Ice Cave this morning. Apparently it's only about 1.5 miles from the campground, so it should be quite a nice wee hike. So yeah, we'll go and see what it's like. And this is the Duck Creek Visitor Centre, which is a nice little facility. There's a shop inside, they have some good leaflets, some good information boards outside. The people inside are really helpful, nice picnic area. So yeah, it's a really good facility here. Good place to start out and get some information about the different hikes in the area. They also have some restrooms over there, which is useful. So the hike up to the ice cave is very scenic so far. It's an easy road to follow. It's well signposted from the visitor centre. It's up Forest Road 59. It's quite an uphill road though, so we're climbing all the time, but it's very scenic through the Dixie National Forest. There was a sign at the campground that said we're in bear country. So we're being a little bit wary, but we haven't seen any so far. We've seen chipmunks, squirrels, lots of birds, but no bears. So I think we'll be safe. So we've made it to the ice cave. I've just been reading about why it's called an ice cave. So apparently, because the entrance to the cave is higher than the floor, it means that warm air doesn't flow freely into the chamber, keeping it cool all year round. And also in the colder months, the snow and the ice drift into the cave and cover the entrance. So most of the year round it's actually pretty much snowed in. So it was a nice hike up here. It's very steep, so we were glad of the breeze. Lots of little squirrels and chipmunks around here, which are very cute. There is a rope to help you get down into the cave, and also a log. So we're going to have a wee go at going down to it in a minute and see what like it is. So we're now walking back down towards the campground from Ice Cave. It's downhill all the way, which is great because it's actually quite warm now, even though it's only about 10 AM, but there is a lovely breeze. There's quite a lot of ATVs on these forest roads, so it does get a bit dusty when they go past, but it was definitely worth the hike up to Ice Cave. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, I would totally recommend it. It's very easy to find as well. Just follow the signs up the Forest Road 59 and then you come to a sort of parking area with a wooden fence, walk through the wooden fence and that takes you to the cave. So it's great. Okay, I'm just going to do a little cycle round the Duck Creek Campground in southern Utah. It is absolutely gorgeous here. It's directly off the Highway 14, so it's very, very easy to access. Duck Creek Pond, I think it's called, is over there where quite a lot of people go fishing. And this is the road leading up to the campground. So let's take a cycle up and see what it's like. So it's very scenic here. It's in the middle of the Dixie National Forest. So obviously a lot of trees about, a lot of meadows, lots of birds of prey, squirrels, chipmunks, deer. We've seen deer when we've been having our breakfast, so it's been really nice. So let's take a look at the campground. Okay, so the first thing we come to is the dump station, which is just up here, which is actually obviously really handy if you're in an RV. So there's two facilities here. There's one on that side and one on this side, obviously. They have water refill as well as the dump. So for people who are in campers or RVs, that's obviously very useful. So it's a good facility to have. If you're not staying in the campground, you do have to pay $10 to use the dump station, but you know, that's fair enough. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Okay, so just next to the dump station there is a map here of the campground. Now it is a really big campground, but at the moment loops B, C, D and E are all closed for refurbishment, so it is just loop A that's open just now. We were here over the weekend and it was completely full. It's Monday now and it's quieter but still busy, so it's obviously a really popular campground, and especially with 4 of the loops being closed, it means obviously that loop A is quite busy. But it's all on a one-way system, the loop, which we really like, because it makes it safer for cycling and also for when you're driving around. They do have firewood for sale. The firewood's $10. It's a pretty big bundle that you get, so it's reasonable, you know, it's not expensive. You can pay here at the fee station if there are any available sites. It's $30 a night, which is really reasonable considering how scenic it all is. You just take one of the envelopes out of the box, fill it in, and then pop your fee in here. Or else you can reserve in advance on recreation.gov, which is what we did. Okay, so let's take a cycle round Loop A. There are 37 sites here. That's the campground host site just in there. They're really helpful and they keep the place very, very clean. The whole area is spotless. So let's have a look round. So some of the sites are quite open. Some of them are more shaded. Some of them are suitable for large RVs, and some of them are more suitable for tents. So it's kind of got a bit of everything here. That's our site over there with Les Relaxing. So there's vault toilets here, and on the other side of the road there's a dumpster, but also flush toilets, which are really helpful. There's site 4. There are no showers on this campground, but that's okay. For a few days you can get off with using baby wipes or an outdoor shower if you don't have an RV. If you do have an RV, you'll obviously be able to use the shower in it. So yeah, the campground goes right back. Some of the sites are really nice and sort of tucked away at the back. Hello, hi. What I like as well that the campground hosts have done, that on every site number post they've put a little American flag, which I think is quite cute. So yeah, I really like that. What I also like here is that every site has a fire ring and also a picnic bench, which is actually quite standard for most campgrounds, but it's really good. Hi. And just coming up at the bottom here is site number 35, which is the site that we've got, and we're very, very happy with it. It's really good. Wave. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.